second. So, today's vlog is all about anxiety. Now you see, I come across maybe as someone who's confident, maybe not. But to be honest with you, about a year ago, or a year and a half ago, before I'd ever picked up a camera or anything, I used to be the most anxiety-filled person. Let me head to my office and explain properly. So before we start this journey of epicness where I tell you about my deep, darkest, anxiety-filled moments, not necessarily anxiety-filled moments, just how anxious and socially awkward I was last year, I need to have a shower. I'm not joking, look at that, I'm sweating. I am literally just sweating and I just don't feel good. BRB. Back and oh my god, I feel refreshed. I kind of feel like a new baby that's been born into this beautiful world. This beautiful, kind of twisted, demented, horrible, in a way, kind of world, but it's really lovely because you only get one. You know, you gotta love it. It's like an annoying little kid that doesn't pay any attention. You don't want to have it, but you have to love it because it's yours. And you're not allowed another one if it goes wrong. But anyway, back to my story of being an anxiety-filled person. Now, this all starts when I was a kid. Oh yeah, we had to get close for this. Now you see, I was gonna tell this story by drawing, but then I found out I was a shit drawer. Then I was gonna tell this story by drawing in MS Paint. Then I found out I was shit at MS Paint. Then I was gonna tell this story with cool annotations and stuff going on the screen. Then I realized I don't want to waste my time. So instead I decided to tell it in a vlog. There you go, you get it in a vlog. So this all started when I was a kid. You're talking ages 3 to 4, maybe, I don't know what age, any age. Just imagine me as a kid. Bing, there's a picture.
Still got that hair, motherfucker, I got that hair.
Look at that picture. That's me when I was about 12, but we'll just pretend I'm about 4 years old. Ouch. Bit tubby, aren't I? Basically, when I was a kid, I got diagnosed with like severe dyslexia. And this was the kind of dyslexia which made me not even be able to spell because of 13. Like, I mean, honestly, I couldn't spell for shit. I also couldn't write. I had the worst handwriting you've ever seen. I didn't even know English, really. Kind of bad. But because of this kind of alienation from every single class I was in, I kind of developed kind of like awkwardness around people. I found it very hard, and even to this day, find it very hard to turn someone who's just a person or acquaintance into an actual friend. Now later on I'd find out that I actually could have had Asperger's or whatever it's called. Apparently I was borderline, found it out last year, don't know. But this is important to the story. So basically I spent most of my life with like 1 or 2 friends and like a great period with no friends. So by the time I left school, which was at about 9 years old, now I left school at 9 because we moved to Spain. I basically, from the ages of 9 to 13, went to school about 100 days, which is not something I'm proud of, it's just the truth. And then at 13, I fully left. But at 9, I basically decided in my head that I wasn't gonna go anymore. Now, when I left school properly at 13, I left with no friends. And again, this isn't great for someone who's already kind of a bit alienated from the world, a bit like alienates themselves and doesn't necessarily like people. But anyway, so I went on to spend the next like 2 or 3 years of my life extremely lonely. It was quite horrible, and if anything, I remember spending like times of 2 to 3 weeks only seeing my mum and occasionally seeing my dad, which is extremely weird and probably unhealthy, as I would later find out now I'm older. But I enjoyed it. Lots of Xbox, lots of computer stuff. Learning. I learned a lot in them 3 years, more than I ever did in school, probably because I was paying attention. So anyway, last year was the year it kind of snapped. A year and a half ago from today, I was living in a place called Sunderland. Now, I went through like a year of just crap. Not this year, but the year before that. It was just hell. It was hell on earth. But it was cool, but it was hell. It was like a mixture of hell and lovely, but hell and lovely. It was kind of what life is, really. And last year it snapped. Now, here's another picture to keep up with continuity. Now in this picture you can see I might look happy, but guess what? I'm not. Well, at least I am, but you're talking at this period of my life, I had a girlfriend. I lived in a place where my family was nowhere to be seen, which is all kind of fun, but the real big problem was that I didn't leave my house about 2 weeks straight at one point, and I got scared to take the bin out. You're talking, used to have anxiety attacks, panic attacks about taking the bin out. Used to literally sit there for like 30, 40 minutes. I'm talking about one particular time, but I literally used to sit there and like pump myself up, and I used to like try and get dressed, and I used to try and make myself nice because I was scared of people to see me. It was like some kind of weird thing. But anyway, I was extremely anxiety-filled, and it started dramatically affecting my life. My girlfriend started to get a bit frustrated because, say the ketchup ran out, I wouldn't go to the shops and get some new one, which was like 1 minute away. I would make her go, or say someone rang at the door like a pizza man or whatever it was, wouldn't go. And nothing would stop me. Now, why is this important to the vlog? Let me tell you in a minute. But first, let's make some food. Check. In the oven you shall go! Done!
Bloody onions making me cry. I cry like a little girl when I cut onions.
Done.
This is what I like to call the messy, mucky food of Oliver James Clarke. You have the avocado, you have the chickpeas, and you have the beans and the flatbread on top. Let's go and enjoy this beautiful, amazing masterpiece, we'll call it, food, by Oliver James Clarke.
So why does this anxiety story matter? Let me show you.
Because after a year, I managed to change it all around.